Hello students, today we are going to study chapter number 5, which is accounting equations and business transactions. So before starting our chapter or equations, let us study the terminologies of accounting equations. And the first is asset. Asset means any such tangible or intangible product or item which is of ownership of business and has economic value. In other words, asset means economic resources which are held by owner and from which there is expectation of economic benefit to the business in the future. Classification of asset is as follows. It is divided into three categories. First, non-current assets, second, current assets, and the third is fictitious asset. Under non-current assets, there comes again two tangible assets and intangible assets. An asset is a resource controlled by the entity as a result of past events from which future economic benefits are expected, or in other words, assets are what the business owns, means what are the properties of business. Here are some examples of asset, and these terminologies are previously studied in chapter number 1, so you must be aware of it. The examples are as cash, notes receivable or bills receivable, land, buildings, equipments, store suppliers, vehicles, account receivable, and many more. Let us see how the changes or effects will be seen in assets. देर आर टू कैटेगरीज, या तो डिक्रीज होगा या तो इंक्रीज होगा असेट्स में. डिक्रीज तब होगा, पहला ट्रांजेक्शन है परचेजिंग सप्लाईज द असेट अकाउंट, तो कैश डिक्रीजेस मीन्स हमने कोई चीज़ खरीदी तो पे करेंगे क्या, कैश, तो कैश डिक्रीज हो रहा है मीन्स हमारी असेट डिक्रीज हो रही है. सेकेंड, ओनर ड्रॉज वेन एवर द ओनर takes away the property from business for personal purpose, लाइक कैश लेके जाए, LIC प्रीमियम पे करें या कोई इक्विपमेंट्स लेके जाए, तो अगेन क्या हो रहा है, असेट डिक्रीज. एंड द लास्ट, रीपेइंग बैंक लोन्स, तो हम पेमेंट करेंगे तो कैश इसमें भी डिक्रीज हो रहा है और कैश नाम की असेट हमारी डिक्रीज हो रही है. सेकेंड इज इंक्रीज इन असेट्स. अगेन सेम ट्रांजेक्शन, परचेजिंग सप्लाईज, असेट अकाउंट, सप्लाई इंक्रीजेज, हम परचेज कर रहे हैं गुड्स, तो गुड्स आ रहे हैं, असेट इंक्रीज. सेकेंड, ओनर्स कंट्रीब्यूशन, ओनर बिजनेस में पैसा लगाए तो वो होता है कैपिटल, मतलब पैसा लगा रहा है, कंट्रीब्यूशन दे रहा है, तो असेट इंक्रीज हो रही है. कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी लेकर आए, कैश लेकर आए बिजनेस में, तो वो क्या होगा, इंक्रीज इन असेट. देन रिसीविंग बैंक लोन्स, अगेन हमारा असेट इंक्रीज हो रहा है. एंड लास्ट इज क्रेडिट परचेजेस, सेम हमारा असेट्स इंक्रीज हो रहा है, क्रेडिट पे हमने खरीदा है उसको. ओके, आवर नेक्स्ट मेन टर्म इज लाइबिलिटी. लाइबिलिटी मीन्स व्हाट वी ओ और व्हाट वी गिव और द अमाउंट that is payable in the future is treated as liability till it is not paid by the business. Liabilities are the creditor's claim on assets. Creditors are the people or companies to whom a business owes something like money. Here are some types of liabilities that a company might owe. First is accounts payable, notes payable, wages payable, or taxes payable. And the creditor is a person from whom goods are purchased on credit. That particular person becomes creditor of business. A trader becomes creditor of business for that amount for which goods are purchased on credit. Creditors are treated as current liability. Some more examples of liabilities are as the most common liability is a loan. Other common liability is called creditors. A creditor, also known as payable in any business or person apart from the bank that you owe, and suppliers who you owe for products purchased on credit would fall under creditors. And the third main term of accounting equations is capital or owner's equity. Both are same thing. An investment made by the owner to commence the business is known as capital. Investment in business is done in cash form or in the form of any asset. All those items are included in capital which is provided by owners, and their value is measurable in terms of money. Owner's equity is defined as the residual interest in the asset of the entity or business after the deduction of its liabilities. The residual interest in the asset of the enterprise after डिडक्टिंग इट्स लाइबिलिटीज़. इसके लिए हम बैलेंस शीट का एक फॉर्मेट देखेंगे आगे, तभी आपको ज़्यादा क्लियर होगा. ओनर्स इक्विटी और कैपिटल रिप्रेजेंट्स द वैल्यू ऑफ द असेट दैट द ओनर कैन ले क्लेम टू. द वैल्यू ऑफ ऑल द असेट्स आफ्टर डिडक्टिंग द वैल्यू ऑफ असेट्स नीडेड टू पे लाइबिलिटीज़ इज नोन एज ओनर्स इक्विटी. विच मीन्स कि सारे ही असेट्स के टोटल में से हमें डिडक्ट करना है लाइबिलिटी का पार्ट, तो हमें मिल जाएगा कैपिटल. इट इज़ द वैल्यू ऑफ द असेट्स दैट द ओनर रियली ओन्स. और वो वैल्यू ऑफ असेट्स क्या होंगी? ओनर की एक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी या एक्चुअल असेट या टोटल असेट. इसका इक्वेशन है ओनर्स इक्विटी, या तो आप कैपिटल भी लिख सकते हैं. सो कैपिटल इज इक्वल्स टू असेट माइनस लाइबिलिटीज़, और ओनर्स इक्विटी इज इक्वल्स टू असेट माइनस लाइबिलिटीज़. बोथ आर सेम थिंग. नाउ let us see the changes or effects of capital in accounting equations. Equity is the owner's claim on asset. In a business, equity is composed of 4 parts that either increase or decrease equity. एक इक्वेशन है, आप लिख भी सकते हैं और यहाँ पे क्लियर भी है, कैपिटल प्लस रेवेन्यू माइनस एक्सपेंसेस. ओके, कैपिटल मीन्स व्हाट द ओनर पुट इनटू बिजनेस. अगर ओनर बिजनेस में कुछ इंट्रोड्यूस करे तो कैपिटल इंक्रीज होगा. इफेक्ट क्या होगी? कैपिटल रेज हो रहा है तो कैपिटल इंक्रीज. फिर ड्राइंग्स, हमेशा कैपिटल ड्राइंग्स में से एडजस्ट हो जाता है. ड्राइंग्स मीन्स व्हाट द ओनर टेक्स आउट ऑफ द बिजनेस. विड्रॉ कर रहा है ओनर तो कैपिटल कम हो रहा है, कैपिटल विल डिक्रीज. प्लस करेंगे रेवेन्यूज़, जो चीज़ें आ रही हैं लाइक इनकम गेन्स या जो भी कंपनी को मिल रहा है सेल करने पे, वो इसका रेवेन्यू है, तो अगेन कैपिटल विल इंक्रीज. एंड द लास्ट हम डिडक्ट करेंगे एक्सपेंसेस, मीन्स व्हाट द कंपनी पेज टू ऑपरेट द बिजनेस. जितने भी खर्चे कंपनी उठाती है बिजनेस को रन करने के लिए, या जो भी नेसेसरी एक्सपेंसेस पे करने ही हैं, उन सब की वजह से क्या होगा? कैपिटल डिक्रीज होगा. तो ये ध्यान रखना है कि रेवेन्यू और एक्सपेंसेस से कैपिटल पे टोटली असर पड़ता है बिजनेस का. ओके, thus concluding, you can see increase and decrease in capital. Introduction of capital, profit, incomes, revenue such as sales, commission received, rent received, dividend received, discount received, interest, etc. are the incomes or revenues or the profit of the business. So capital will increase. On the other side, drawings, loss, expense such as cartage, rent paid, wages paid, commission paid, depreciation, discount allowed, interest paid, etc. are the expenses or the losses of business due to which the capital will decrease. Next is revenue. Goods and services are sold and provided to the customers respectively. If credit sales are made and amount is receivable, it is also a revenue. Besides, other income, interest, rent, commission, dividend received for the respective period and even outstanding are included in revenue. For example, a service company earns revenue when it provides service to its clients, recorded as an increase in owner's equity and an increase in asset. And the last is expense, the amount spent and benefit of which is available to the respective accounting year is expense. Accounting year is of 12 months, as you all know. This is called as revenue expense. For example, salary expense, wages expense, brokerage expense, commission expense, discount expense, etc. The cost the company incurs in carrying on operations in its effort to create revenue. The effects are as decreases owner's equity, can be paid for cash. If it is paid in cash, then asset will decrease, or charged. If there is any outstanding expense, it will increase our liabilities. Thus, we can see our accounting equations, which means asset is equals to capital plus liabilities, but asset is always equals to total of liabilities. Okay, assets you can see on the right hand side. There are many: machinery, land, furniture, cash, closing stock, debtors, prepaid rent, and the sum total of all these assets, or the total assets minus on the left hand side, which is shown as liabilities, and under which comes the capital. Then bank loan, outstanding salary, creditors, bills payable, these all are the liabilities of business are deducted, and thus the equation gets tallied and the both side total comes as equal, which is also identical. Thus we can conclude total assets is equals to total liabilities. The word equation comes from the word equal. It is a state of being essentially equal or equivalent or equally balanced. For any equation, one side always equals another. Now, what is double entry? On the basis of the three rules, namely personal account, real account, and nominal account, initially journal is prepared and finally final accounts are prepared, and at last balance sheet is prepared. In accounting equations, effect of transaction is directly given in the balance sheet. In equation approach, effect of transaction is directly given to the asset and capital plus liability side. Prior to this, we have undertaken study of types of account and their rules. We have acquired acquaintance about how to write journal entry. So, with the help of journal entries, let us understand the equation method. The accounting equation should remain in balance at all times because of double entry accounting or bookkeeping. Double entry means that every transaction will affect at least two accounts in the journal ledger. Thus, accounting equation means asset is equals to liabilities plus stockholders' equity or capital. Asset means things of value, liabilities means amount owed to third party, and stockholders' equity or capital means the asset owned by stockholders. The significant objective of financial accounting is to prepare financial accounts. In accounts, trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet are included. In the company form, instead of trading account and P&L account, income statement is prepared. At the end of the year, profit or loss will be closed and will be transferred to balance sheet. Generally, at the end of year, balance sheet is prepared. There are two components of balance sheet. First, capital and liability. Second, asset. The final effect of every business transaction goes to above mentioned two components of balance sheet, that is capital and liability and assets. As per the norms of double entry system, the total of above mentioned two components remains identical. According to the terminology of accounting, these two components are known as capital and liability side and asset side. This can be represented in the equation form as follows. Asset is equals to liability plus capital, or asset minus capital is equals to liabilities. So this is the summary of what we have learnt in this video, which includes modern rules of accounting, namely capital, asset, liability, expense and revenues, under which we have seen increase and decrease effect according to debit and credit rules, and the rules are applicable as under. In capital, this rule is applicable to all owners transaction like capital introduced drawings, etc. And in assets, this rule is applicable to all assets of the business like cash, land and building, plant, machine, furniture, fixtures, trademarks, etc. In third, this rule is applicable to all liabilities of the business such as bank loan, mortgage loan, creditors, short-term loans, etc. Fourth, this rule is applicable to all expense of the business such as salary, wages, purchases, etc. And the last is revenues or incomes. This rule is applicable to all incomes of business such as sales, commission received, etc. Hope you all have understood. Now let us see some questions. And the first one is very easy. The basic accounting equation is assets is equals to liabilities plus what will come? The answer is capital. Okay. Our second example is the owner withdraws business assets for personal use. तो इसका सिंपल जनरल एंट्री क्या होगी? ड्राइंग्स अकाउंट डेबिट टू परचेज अकाउंट. ड्राइंग्स अकाउंट डेबिट क्यों किया? क्योंकि ओनर अपने पर्सनल पर्पस के लिए गुड्स या एसेट लेके जा रहा है. एंड टू परचेज अकाउंट क्रेडिट किया क्योंकि गुड्स विड्रॉ हो रहे हैं बिजनेस से पर्सनल यूज़ के लिए, मीन्स गुड्स बिजनेस से बाहर जा रहे हैं. तो इफ़ेक्ट्स होंगे डिक्रीज इन एसेट एंड ऑल्सो डिक्रीज इन कैपिटल. थर्ड एग्जाम्पल इज द कंपनी रिसीव्स कैश फ्रॉम अ बैंक लोन. मतलब कंपनी या बिजनेस ने बैंक लोन लिया है तो कैश तो आ रहा है, असेट इंक्रीज़ हो रही है और लाइबिलिटी हमारी इंक्रीज़ होगी क्योंकि हमें फ्यूचर में बैंक को पे करना है विथ इंटरेस्ट. सो इसका इफ़ेक्ट होगा इंक्रीज़ इन एसेट एंड ऑल्सो इंक्रीज़ इन लाइबिलिटीज़. फोर्थ एग्जाम्पल इज द कंपनी परचेजेज इक्विपमेंट विथ इट्स कैश. गुड्स नहीं है वरना हम परचेज अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश करते. यहाँ लिखा है इक्विपमेंट विथ इट्स कैश, मतलब एंट्री होगी इक्विपमेंट अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश. इक्विपमेंट असेट है, इंक्रीज़ हो रही है, और कैश नाम की असेट डिक्रीज़ हो रही है. सो दोनों इफ़ेक्ट असेट्स में ही होंगे. इक्विपमेंट के लिए असेट इंक्रीज़ एंड फॉर कैश असेट विल डिक्रीज़. बाकी दोनों में नो इफ़ेक्ट. And our last example is the owner contributes her personal truck to the business. So इसकी बेसिक जर्नल एंट्री होगी व्हीकल अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैपिटल अकाउंट. व्हीकल नाम की असेट इंक्रीज़ हो रही है और कैपिटल ओनर ने इंट्रोड्यूस किया है इसके लिए क्रेडिट. मतलब कोई भी चीज़ हम बिजनेस में लेकर आते हैं तो वो इंक्रीज़ होता है कैपिटल में. सो इसका इफ़ेक्ट आएगा increase in asset and also increase in capital. Okay, thank you.